Rodriguez is present. And Mr. Pearson is also here. Good afternoon to each of you gentlemen. And on that matter, presuming that both sides have been already, they've been ready previously. What's the expected length again, Mr. Pearson?
I think at least 3 weeks, Your Honor, given some of the challenges that come with the logistics of a per trial.
We'll put it down for a 15-day estimate. I'll confirm July 6th at 9 o'clock for the trial readiness conference. July 11th at 9 o'clock for jury
Objection.
trial.
Objection.
I'm fully, just give me one moment, Mr. Rodriguez. I'm fully expecting that the other matters set for Department 6 will resolve. So you folks will be number one for July 6th and July 11th. Mr. Rodriguez is ordered personally present on each of those days.
Objection.
Certainly will be his appearance in person this afternoon. He is appearing by Zoom. Anything further from your perspective, Mr. Rodriguez?
Yes, I put the paperwork in. There's notice of federal crimes committed by the court, Your Honor, including identity theft and money laundering. And we have a witness affidavit, and so I cannot proceed until we address these matters. It appears that there's a conspiracy against me, and I don't know if you're familiar with the penalties are for conspiracy under Title 18 U.S.C. 241, but this is a serious matter. Like I said, we have a witness testimony affirming that there have been bonds placed in my name, and they are on the stock market under First Eagle Global Fund. And it's very alarming to me, and so it appears that there's some bonds that have been put out in my name. I'd like to see who in the court has authorized such bonds.
All right. I'm going to have to respectfully stop you right here, Mr. Rodriguez. I can't make any decisions on those kind of issues today, but they are indeed noted for the record at this point. I'm confirming July 6th and July 11th.
Objection, Your Honor. I cannot make that. Objection. I cannot make that. Objection. Objection. They muted me. They muted me right there. They just railroaded me and told me to personally appear.
Thursday morning, I have a preliminary hearing on a domestic violence matter. Would it be possible to especially set it in the afternoon at 1:30?
No. Why don't you just make the appearance on the trial readiness and then go for the preliminary examination? Is there an issue? Or do you want to especially set it for 1:30 based on
They muted
the
me.
potential for unusual level of public interest in this matter?
That's certainly part of it. I know that court security has strong feelings about limiting people, but also, I guess in my mind, I thought we might be addressing motions in limine and other trial logistic matters. But if it's simply just a confirmation that we're ready to go and there isn't going to be any substantive or scheduling discussion, then I can have somebody else stand in.
I'm simply going to presume that it's going to be a confirmation of the 11th as an open courtroom for jury trial. And if indeed Judge Cogliati wants to have additional meetings with Mr. Rodriguez and or representative from the people, those can be set at the convenience of Mr. Rodriguez, the representative of the people, and Judge Cogliati. All right?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Your Honor, there's a trial by jury objection. I cannot be. It's a financial hardship. Financial hardship. Is it okay to commit conspiracy in your courtroom? Is that what it's okay to do? Commit conspiracy and violate the people's rights? You swore an oath to. Oh. Okay. So see what happens is that they kicked out the observers, and then they railroaded me, and then they required me to show up personally for another trial readiness conference on July 6th, and then they just forced me into a jury trial July 11th. And previously they said it would be a 3-week trial. Now they just said it's going to be a 15-week trial. I mentioned the fraud. I mentioned seeing the bonds. I'll have to take a look at the video and see everything that went on. But this is a political attack because I believe in freedom, equality, voluntary relationships, and exercising your God-given rights. So the people of Santa Cruz, the people of California, this country, the world, understand that these people have been indoctrinated with the belief that they can actually do this. Now, it's hard to say if Judge Volkmann or Brian Pearson are like malicious in it, although they mute me and they put me forward. I just mentioned crimes, and he just acted like that was no big deal. So again, we're going into uncharted territory, and we wish, peace and love on those people. And it's time to shine our light, and this is what it's about. I was a right to tribal activist for 3 years, and understanding that I'm not a commercial driver using the road for commerce, transporting property or persons for profit. I'm just a man, a living man. You're a living man or a living woman. And I just saw something, a document with over 40 cases talking about the right to travel by the Supreme Court. And so, actually, if you want to hang on 1 second, I'll pull up some of those cases that you can see, and you can go verify for yourself. Because either you're born free or you're born a slave. Which is it? And we can see what happened with the scamdemic and forcing different medical interventions on the people. That's what is happening here. Now, don't get this. I don't want you to get the email here. Not yet here. Make sure we didn't get that in there. A friend sent it to me. I don't want them to be having trouble with that. So let's take a look. So you saw that how he muted me, right? Is that incredible, man? Absolutely tense. Okay, this is on the wearechange.org website. So wearechange.org. U.S. Supreme says no license necessary to drive on automobiles. Yeah. Look at this one. Thompson versus Smith. The right of the citizen to drive on a public street with freedom from police interference is a fundamental constitutional right. California appellate. The use of the automobile is a necessary adjunct to the earning of a livelihood in modern life, requires us the interest of realism to conclude the right to use an automobile on the public highways partakes of the natural nature of liberty within the meaning of constitutional guarantees. So anyways, Google that, check it out, We Are Change. And thanks for supporting me. Feel free to go to freedavid.org and learn more of the updates. But my friends, we are living during this time where the tyranny is coming on us, and it's no longer coming, it's here. So you want to exercise your freedom of speech, your freedom of self-defense, your right to travel, whatever you feel comfortable with. But these people, like Mr. Pearson and Mr. Volkmann and Judge Cogliati, these people, this is the world that you're creating. Like, don't you have children? Don't you have young people? You think that this is just going to stop with you, or you think that nepotism is going to allow you to bypass these things in the future? You are setting precedent against peaceful people. I've requested a verified complaint with somebody I've injured. You don't have one. I got 2 affidavits, my affidavit and my witness. There's nobody with first-hand knowledge to see it. And if the people of the state is the plaintiff, how can the court also be the neutral third party? There's a conflict of interest there. So we're seeing how this is an organized crime syndicate, that it's not that there's bad humans necessarily involved. Of course, there's bad apples in all professions. But this organization, just like the government monopoly compulsory school system. My mother was a public school teacher. She's a loving lady. I have family members that are in the school system. It doesn't mean that they're bad. It means the system is based on coercion. And until more people, and there's a lot of people rising up. So thank you for the people who are filing affidavits, filing claims against their risk management, against their bonds, because that's how we actually stop this. It's financial fraud. I couldn't believe that I actually have a witness that. And you can go take a look at the documents. Go to freedavid.org. I'll put the documents on there. But we have proof. Identity theft, money laundering, and securities fraud. And I just brought that up to the judge. And he said, I can't deal with that. So, what do you think is going to happen when I go to trial? Right? So, anyways, thanks for joining me. And we'll see you next time with all the updates with freedavid.org. Thank you very much. Peace and love, you guys.